Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about social balance theory. So in social media network, balance and status theories plays a very important role in order to determine the consistency in friendship or opponent. So from social media point of view, we are going to discuss this particular point. Social balance theory is based on the relation between individuals, uh, which is nothing but using the sentiments or emotions. So, social balance theory helps us to analyze the interpersonal network among the social agents. So, for example, if there are two nodes, and if we want to determine that whether these two nodes are balanced or imbalanced, then we can use these sentiments. For example, if two like each other or dislike each other, it means that they are balanced. While if one has a different sentiment as compared to another one, then we can say that this relation is imbalanced. So in case of a two nodes, it's very easy to determine whether it is a balanced or imbalanced. But when a particular graph or a particular network grows, then it is very difficult to determine whether a particular graph or network is balanced or imbalanced. So we can use this social balance theory, which is based on the principle which we generally use informally in our life, that the friend of my friend is my friend, the friend of my enemy is my enemy, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, the enemy of my friend is my enemy. So based on this informal theory, this particular social balance theory works. So we will see how this particular uh, thing is going to be work on a social media network. In social balance theory, we use a sign graph. Sign graph represent the relationship between the nodes such as friend or enemy. For example, there is a positive edge between V1 and V2. Then we can say that V1 consider V2 as a friend. Otherwise, if there is a negative edge, then we can consider that V1 consider V2 as an enemy. So if we will represent this particular graph in the mathematical equations and we will put some weights on each and every edge, then it would be easy to know that whether a particular graph is balanced or unbalanced. For positive edge, we will demonstrate the weight by 1, and for negative edge, we will demonstrate the weight by -1. And at the end, we will see that the weight of ij multiplied by weight of jk multiplied by weight of ki should be greater than equals to 0 in case of a balanced graph. And if the value is less than 0, then we can come to a conclusion that a particular graph or network is imbalanced. So triangles that are consistent with this particular theory are considered as a balanced, otherwise they are considered as imbalanced. Now for this particular example, we will see that whether the first graph is a balanced or unbalanced. So you can see that the weight of node V1 and V2 is positive, weight of 2 and 3 is again positive, weight of 3 and 1 is positive. So when we will multiply all these weights, we will get a positive weight that is greater than 0. So we can say that this first graph is a balanced graph. Similarly, when you compute the weights for the other networks, you can say that remaining 3 networks are also balanced one. Now when we will consider this particular graph, in that one we can say that the weight between V1 and V2 is -1, weight between V2 and V3 is +1, and weight between V3 and V1 is 1. So again when we will multiply this one, we will get a weight which is less than 0. So this particular graph is an unbalanced graph. If we will compute the remaining graph, we will come to know that the remaining 3 graphs are also unbalanced graph. So for any cycle, if multiplication of h values become the positive, then the cycle is socially balanced. In this video, we have learned about social balance theory, which is nothing but a tool to analyze the social system and how the sentiment relations among the node evolves to a balanced state. So to know more about the social balance theory, you can go through these books and links. Thank you for watching this video.